is Josh Duncan from Zenoss. I'm here with Simon Jakesch, one of our engineers at Zenoss, and we're talking about Zenpacks. So, Simon, can you give us an introduction of what a Zenpack is?
Sure, yeah, Josh. Zenpacks, they've been around for a very long time now. Basically what we use them for, we kind of figured that, a small company like Zenoss doesn't really have the resources to actually develop and, for all these different technologies and so on and so forth. So Zenpacks are basically an extension mechanism that can be used to add additional functionality to the product. Underneath the covers, there are Python egg files, which essentially are just zip files. They have a certain format that when you install them, they get deployed inside the server appropriately and basically add additional functionality to the product that wasn't there before.
All right, can you tell us a little bit more about how are customers currently using some of these Zenpacks? What are they used for?
Zenpacks can be used for a lot of different things, actually. So there are some sophisticated Zenpacks that add new daemons and really sophisticated functionality, and then there are other Zenpacks that simply share configuration. So the work that has been done by Pete over here doesn't have to be redone by Bob. So really, that's kind of the differences between the Zenpacks and what they can be used for.
All right, can you give us some examples of some of the current Zenpacks, some of your favorites per se?
Sure, yeah. So there's obviously a lot of Zenpacks that are floating all over around. You can find a lot by just simply going to Google, type Zenoss Zenpacks into Google, and the first hit that comes up will actually give you a complete listing of all of them. Some popular ones that I could think of. Community Zenpacks, the AWS Zenpack is probably a good one. The ESX Top Zenpack is probably a cool one that allows you to kind of use ESX Top to basically tie into your ESXi instances. There are some really cool ones for hardware monitoring, written by Igor. For HP or Dell monitor, those are really cool ones that give you all kinds of details about your hardware, down to which memory stick is installed where, and so on and so forth. And then we have some really cool ones on the enterprise side as well. There's the distributed collector as well as enterprise collector Zenpacks, which are very popular with a lot of our customer base. The Windows Zenpacks, which allow you to monitor Windows with perfmon and WMI and model as well. And then probably one of the more recent ones that's really cool and has gotten a lot of attention and customers like is the NetApp Filer Zenpack as well. Which was written by Calzier as well. A really cool Zenpack that allows you to kind of look very detailed into a NetApp filer and its storage properties and so on and so forth. But there's a lot of out there, and I recommend people just take a look around.
All right, so what is the advantage of this approach of the Zenpack architecture? I guess why did Zenoss take this kind of methodology for integrating with these different applications and devices?
Well, basically, as I kind of just hinted at the beginning, the core reason of developing this Zenpack framework was really that we recognized that a small company such as Zenoss, or relatively small company such as Zenoss, was actually not capable to keep up with all the technologies out there and all the different mechanisms and infrastructure and appliances and so on and so forth. So what we did instead, we made it very easy for people to essentially develop their own functionality, and so really that gives you a big benefit in the sense that first of all, on our side, we can actually provide additional functionality to our customers without them having to go and install anything, right? So unlike with a lot of proprietary vendors where you have to go and actually install a new version of the new product and so on and so forth, with us, we give you a Zenpack. That Zenpack provides additional functionality. You just install it on top of your existing product, and you have the new functionality. That's really cool. Makes us be very responsive and very flexible. On the community side, and for everybody else that's using the product, it makes it possible for them to actually go and deliver functionality and work on their own functionality and without actually having the need to wait for us to basically do things. You don't ever have to just beg us to do anything, but you can actually just go off and do it yourself and basically extend the product without our involvement, essentially.
All right, that's great. So you mentioned there's a list on the Zenoss site of all the Zenpacks. Where do I learn more if I want to deploy Zenpacks in my current system, or I want to even develop some of my own?
Yeah, so basically the easiest way generally is to start out looking at various documentation. I actually recommend if you wanted to really get down and dirty with the development of Zenpacks itself, there's a very good document, and I think we'll actually link to this in the post as well, from Jane Curry, our Zenoss master, who she has actually written a very detailed step-by-step instruction guide on how to develop a Zenpack that is a little bit more sophisticated than ours. So that's really number one resource for anybody who wants to get into development. And then for anybody that's kind of wanting to take a look at what's out there and play around and so on and so forth, I just recommend, yeah, as I said, Google Zenoss space Zenpacks. That comes up with the complete listing. All enterprise community as well as all core Zenpacks are in there. You can just take a look there. Each of the Zenpacks should have a fairly detailed description, and there are people using them and so on and so forth. So the forum and our website or community site is really the best resource to get into the development and so on and so forth.
All right, great. Thanks for your time today, Simon. Appreciate it.
No problem.